ePIOZ presents Tech Disciples, addressing the technological challenges of today's church.
Hello. How's everyone doing? I'm Shawn Alexander, joined by my man, Stephen D. Holder.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
And then, and of course you have to pass it to the man, the myth, the legend. Behind not the ones and twos tonight, but the board, the soundboard, operating the soundboard, yes. Steve, what's going on? How you doing, brother?
Man, it's been a long year, man. It's been a really long year. I'm doing all right. I'm pushing through, but we ready for this year to be over. I'm ready for it to be over.
Okay. We're doing big things, man, making big moves.
Big things, big moves.
Yeah, big things, big moves. And behind the soundboard over there, he is the one and only and the only one, DJ Terminator X.
What's up, folks?
Hey. All right, man. Let's get into it, Shawn. Let's get into it.
Man, for real, we have another great show lined up today. And this one, this is so wild to me, okay? Mm-hmm. Because people who do this, have you ever heard, some of the older folks say something like, okay, that boy did this, that girl did that, and there's a special place and where, for people who do things of that nature.
Yeah.
Well, of course, we're not the judge, we're not the jury, we're not, our father. And, but the people who do things like this, it would be hard to believe there's not a special place in where for them.
Do things like what? What are they doing exactly?
Yes, cyber church scams.
Cyber church scams.
Cyber church scams. I'm going to get right into it and give the textbook definition of a scam. A scam is when someone tries to trick you into giving up something valuable, your money, your information, or your trust. And I think people often overlook that one, trust, by pretending to be someone they're not.
Yeah. So nobody likes getting scammed, right? When you think of scams, typically people go right to money. Hey, they got me out of my money. They scammed me out of my money. They conned me out of my money. Nobody likes that. And there are people who are really, really skilled at conning people. Right?
Absolutely.
We're really good at they make movies about it. So we're taking this episode is church scams and church cyber scams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure there's been a lot of churches out there that have got, scammed with, that one person coming to the building saying, hey, come join this company, and then you get a piece, and then I get a piece, and everybody gets a piece, one of those types of things. But like everything else in the world is getting more digital, more online, and there is now cyber criminals out there.
Yes.
And I think the people who are not as skilled to really take somebody from their money, they have to practice somewhere, is what I'm trying to say. And I think they might be targeting churches to scam them digitally with emails or texts or any other type of digital medium, with everything being online. So that's what this one's about. That's what this one's about right here. So
yeah.
What was that? Put it on.
That's it. You really hit the nail on the head with that one. This episode is all about I love how you worded this, holy hustle.
The holy hustlers. You like that?
In the digital age. And when crooks stop knocking at the door and they start sliding into your DMs.
Right. Well, I mean, you got to think about it. How often have we gotten those texts from some unknown random number?
Oh, absolutely.
Saying click here, or hey, how's it going? Or it's been a long time. No context. It's just enough to get you to kind of raise an eyebrow, who's this person?
Yeah, for real. And how do they know me?
And how do they know me? And this is all, and even going back to our last episode, Gospel According to AI, with AI now, these scamsters and these fraudsters, they are able to use this technology to go after unsuspecting people. When we go to the church, most times the church is going to be vulnerable to those types of things because for a variety of reasons that I'm sure we'll get into. So, I wanted to say this piece right here. A lot of churches, this is kind of the nature of the beast because nobody really has a home phone anymore.
True.
Right? Nobody really has a home phone anymore. Everybody has cell phones. And in church, most of the people who have cell phones are going to be people maybe like on the leadership or the staff, but it's not really centralized to like the church itself. So this is somebody's specific personal number. And especially if you are a person of, authority or the church or whatever, and you're on your website, it's very easy for somebody just to go to your website, go to the church's website, see who you are, and do a couple of Googling, searching to figure out, hey, who's this person, where are they at, and most importantly, their phone number, to send them that, that scam type of text. And you really don't know where it's coming from. You really don't. So I don't know how to really combat that because everybody has cell phones. But you got to really be vigilant.
Absolutely.
That's the right word, right? Vigilant. I think that's the right word.
Yeah. Vigilant and do your due diligence.
Uh-oh. Terminator got son.
Someone tried to scam me saying they were working with what's the brother on Breakfast Club?
Oh, Charlemagne or DJ
Envy.
DJ Envy. They were claiming to be working for DJ Envy, and they were going to pay me to be on his podcast. And they gave me a date, and I told them to call. Just call me. I gave them my number, but they would never call.
Yes.
And they kept contacting me via email. I said, if you don't call me, I have to assume this is a scam. And sure enough, they deleted their profile and everything. So yeah, they tried to scam me.
Man, you will be surprised what people will go through the lengths to get anything out of people. Really, like you really will be surprised. I can't believe that. Do they have a whole page, like a whole?
Well, they set up an email with a profile with DJ Envy's picture on it, and it sounded the story. They sounded pretty good, but when they wouldn't contact me, I was like, yeah, something's wrong here.
Well, you're right, man. If it sounds too good to be, well, I'm gonna say if it sounds too good to be true,
is.
it will probably is. That is true.
Yeah,
that
in
is
most
true.
cases, it is.
But if it's not, it sounds too good to be true. If something just seems off about the message, really go with your gut because these people will prey on you. So one of the things we're going to see as we get further into the episode here, especially with Ali Ankor, with our we got some clips.
Oh yes,
we got some clips.
Yes. Always nice to have footage.
Well, it's sad footage, but it does happen.
But it's true.
Well, one of the things we're going to get into is how they are the medium of how they want to get your money. Okay, it's again, when you think about churches, most of them are older, so most churches aren't going to do this is going way back, but like a check or something like that. They're not going to do that. They're going to do something digital and fast and easy, and they want to be anonymous. So they want to get in and out. They want to get in, get your money, get out. And there's a certain type of way that people keep falling for, which we will see. So have you ever been a victim of a scam? Or
no, just as Terminator mentioned, whenever I'm contacted, the first thing I'm like, well, okay, let's talk. Really, you're texting, you're emailing. No, let's talk. Do you have an office? My first question, are you in the area? Do you have an office? Can I come see you? Really?
I didn't think about that. But you guys are in radio, so you guys are used to talking. But there's a lot of people, like this society right now, nobody wants to talk on the telephone. Nobody wants to talk on the telephone. Text me or email me, whatever it is, nobody wants to talk. But talking for sure would figure out where you're at with these people. So we'll talk more about it for sure. But we have our first sponsor.
Oh, yes. Yeah, sponsor number one, CNC Electric. Corey and Craig Electric brings over 50 years of experience to every residential and commercial project across Charlotte, Raleigh, and surrounding areas. Now, the father-son team built on trust, reliability, and craftsmanship. They power homes and businesses with honesty, precision, and pride, okay? Something that pride seems like these cameras don't have any of that, but you know, we'll keep it on, keep it going. At CNC Electric, service isn't just a job, it's personal. Visit CoreyandCraigElectric.com and contact the location nearest you for a free quote today.
Yeah. So I call them the Coreys. I've used them a lot at the house and even at the church house and the other church house. I mean, they're good. They are good. So if anybody's in the area and needs some electrical work, definitely put them on. And yeah, the Coreys are not scammers.
Oh yeah, no, that's for real.
The Coreys are not scammers.
You know, and you really touched on something very important, and how important it is to get personal references when you're dealing with any type of company. Yeah. You know, because some you could have did a search, just for example, you could have did a search for electricians in Durham, and all of a sudden you get, you know, phone calls out the blue, or not phone calls, but maybe texts or emails.
Yeah, well, people.
I actually had that happen when I was looking for a plumber.
Oh.
And I was, luckily the company I went with turned out to be legit, but it was weird to just get a text out of the blue saying, "Hey, we hear you need a plumber, you know, what's the situation?" And I'm like, they didn't call, they just, you know, text, really?
Yeah, well, I got more to say about texting later in the show.
Oh, really?
I got you.
You got something good. Steve's going to save the good stuff. Okay.
So CNC Electric, definitely check them out if you need some electricity or electrical needs. All right, so we are on to our first praise break. And, of course, we will keep our theme going here as we have French and English. I'll do our French intro here, and then Shawn will follow up so everybody can follow along. So we'll see how we do. Jessica Coffey, que nous sommes les Nociennes. Jessie Home est une chanteuse, auteure, compositrice, productrice et leader de louange. Elle touche le cœur du public avec sa belle voix et sa foi sincère. En 2023, Jessie a commencé sa carrière musicale avec son premier titre, Un lieu secret, qui l'a fait connaître dans la musique chrétienne. Depuis son enfance, elle grandit dans l'église où sa passion pour la musique gospel a pris vie.
All right. We'll talk. You did that so eloquently.
I don't know if it was that eloquent.
For real.
We'll keep going, though.
Well, the praise break features Jessie Holmes, singer, songwriter, producer, and worship leader whose music carries both beauty and depth. With a voice that touches hearts and a faith that inspires, Jessie, her journey begins in 2023 with the release of A Secret Place. Rooted in the church from childhood, her passion for gospel music continues to shine through every note. So here is Jessie Holmes, Mon Monde.
Il n'y a pas de vie éloignée de toi, pas de bonheur là où tu n'es pas. Voici ma vérité et ma réalité. Les sirènes du monde veulent me séduire et leurs mensonges veulent me détruire, mais par ta vérité, je suis libérée. Je dis non au monde, Je dis non au monde pour toi et chaque seconde, je les vivrai pour toi. Je suis à toi. Oh, 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 oh. Oui, je suis à toi. Oh, 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 oh. Je prie que ma foi demeure ferme en toi et toujours mon cœur attaché à toi, à ta réalité et à ta vérité. La croix devant moi, le monde derrière moi et toujours mes yeux fixés sur toi, ma seule réalité. Toi, ma seule vérité. Je dis non au monde. Je dis non au monde pour toi. Et chaque seconde, je les vivrai pour toi. Car je suis à toi.
Yes, welcome back. That was Jessie Home, Mon Monde.
That's good, man. Your French is catching up. That's
Okay,
good.
you know,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be like you, Steve.
Nah, listen, I got a ways to go.
Come
but
on now, please.
You did a good
If you
job.
slowed down, I still couldn't catch up, baby.
All right. So, all right, we're back with our section 2 here. So, Shawn, what do you think excuse me. What do you think the preferred method that scamsters are using to go after or attack churches?
Gift cards.
Yeah.
Gift cards. And
Do we have a ding, 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 ding?
yeah, for real.
That is the winner.
yeah, for real, we got a flashing light. But for several reasons. Number one, you know, we as Christians, and especially when, you know, and I feel that at Southside, we have shout out to Southside Church of Christ, 800 Elmira Avenue. You know, we have an awesome congregation. Come worship with us sometimes if you haven't already. But yes, and we have a wonderful giving, I can't say that enough, giving, loving church family. So if you hear that, you know, someone is having a hard time, and what they're doing is they're saying, hey, sister so-and-so is having a hard time, can you get a gift card? Now, one thing that to me is a huge cue, huge red flashing light, you know, everything, bombs and signals going up, is when they ask for what I consider a ridiculous amount.
What's the ridiculous amount?
They say, hey, you know, we're trying to get gift cards for this sister. Can you get a gift card for $500?
$500?
$500, and I'm like, okay.
You want to know what my ridiculous amount is?
What's that?
Anything above 0. I don't know your number. You texted me, say you get a gift card.
You know, for real, yes.
That's a scam. So, yeah, you're right. You know, gift cards, that is
they're untraceable.
They're untraceable and they're easy. Again, you've got to remember, in churches, the majority of churches are probably over the age of 45. Right? Even if they have a great youth group and great teens and all that, that's wonderful. The majority of churches are over the age of 45.
Yes.
At least the
Absolutely.
the most of the body there. So when fraudsters and scammers are trying to go after people like that, they have to think like people like that. Sister so-and-so isn't going to be up on giving money away to somebody who she doesn't know.
True.
She's not going to want it. She may not even be on like those digital platforms like Venmo or Cash App.
Exactly.
She may not be on that. But if a text comes in and it says, hey, can you get a gift card? You're kind of playing on emotions. You're not giving money away, but you are. And you're not thinking about it until you actually do it. So gift cards, and they're also very abundant. You can go to any department store, any grocery store.
Oh, yeah.
Heck, maybe even the post office. You ever see that rack of just all those cards?
Yeah, for real. And they're, you know.
It's everywhere.
You know, do you remember back in the day when if you wanted a Applebee's gift card, you had to go to Applebee's. If you wanted a Cracker Barrel gift card, you had to go to Cracker Barrel.
You had to go to the establishment to get
to
the card.
the particular establishment.
To get the
now
card.
you can go to any grocery store and, you know, they have tons of them.
And they're all, do you know why they're all just out there like that? Like on the rack, just there?
Why?
Well, until they actually take them and swipe them at the cash register, they have no value.
Great
So
point.
that's also part of the scam, right? They take the card, they swipe it at the cash register. Now the money is on the card. It's only focused to that establishment, like Amazon or Cracker Barrel or whatever it is. It's focused there, but it's still cash to them. So that's part of the scam. But again, you're playing on emotions and you're kind of going about it in a different way. I'm not asking for money from you directly, but I'm asking for a gift for somebody. Also, just asking for cash up front is like, that's kind of a turn off to anybody. You need cash?
Yeah,
What for?
that's a huge red flag.
It's a huge red flag.
Huge red flag.
They find other ways around to kind of con and trick people. So I would say that churches need to have like an awareness seminar of some sort to figure out, hey, this is what's happening because people are coming here and they're coming after our members, right? They may not always be going after the person who controls the finances or the person who does the digital currency or, you know, whatever. They may be going after people who are just trying to give, what to look out for. Like you said, Shawn, you said, $500, that's a lot of money for a gift card.
Absolutely.
But it's still, I don't know, it's like I'm not sure how to describe it. It's like an emotional feeling that it's still a gift in that money, but that's not what the scammers are after. They're after cold hard cash, and if they can get it in gift cards, they can get it anywhere. I read a statistic. It's not one of these papers, but I think in unclaimed gift cards, the total amount, estimated amount is like somewhere around $23 billion. Yeah, unclaimed, right? So, I mean, it's not like here's a check for $23 billion, but cumulatively, people buy gift cards and never use them. They forget about them, these types of things. So scammers are trying to, pinpoint that area and have you send them the money. So definitely churches should do some type of seminar to know what to look out for in texting and email. Before it used to be the scam in Nigeria where, the prince of so-and-so wants to give you $320 million if you just sign. You don't remember this?
Oh, no.
Do you remember this, Terminator? No? There used to be a scam. It was real big. And you would get emails from somebody saying that you're the inheritance of this prince in Nigeria, fill out all this information. And it got really bad. It got really bad. And I'm not, throwing shade at Nigeria. Actually, they have a lot going on right there. If you're watching the news, they have a lot going on in that country. So definitely pray for them. But the scammers have upgraded from those types of emails to texting. So you want to be on the lookout for that. So I think that is our next sponsor. And we got a good one this time. Well, they're all good. All of our sponsors are good.
Yes,
but this one in particular is...
Yes. Okay. Oh, man. Let me get, ready for this one right here. Our second sponsor is brought to you by DJ Terminator X. Legendary DJ, turntablist, producer, and architect of sound. And one of the things that I think that he really did, well, first of all, Term doesn't boast about anything. But one thing that a lot of people don't know is he's a producer. A producer, a beat maker, all of that. So we're talking about from hip-hop stages to private events, he brings decades of experience and precision behind these turntables. Oh, man, this dude's a legend. And, what else can you say? Whether it's a wedding, concert, community celebration, Terminator X delivers. Sonic mastery, and a vibe that not just commands, but demands attention. For real. Elevate your next event with my man, my guy, DJ Terminator X, who has helped define a generation.
How can I get in contact with him?
Oh, absolutely. DJTerminatorX.com. You can email him booking@DJTerminatorX.com, or he actually has a number.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, for real. He's like, hey, get at me.
Okay.
919-737-7772. That number once again, 919-737-7772.
That's not the house number, is it, Terminator? All right, man. Do we have a what do y'all do there? Do foghorns or whatever. Do we have that? Well, we'll add some as we keep growing here. So, all right, man. That's our second praise break, Shawn. Who do we have?
Okay, our second praise break is features two voices of redemption and worship. Yes, we have Steve. Actually, I'm gonna let you pronounce the names.
Stephen?
Yeah, Steve.
Oh, the last name, McWhirter.
Yes.
Stephen McWhirter.
And we're actually going to do them both for me.
All right, Matt Maher. And if we're pronouncing them wrong, I apologize. But Stephen McWhirter and Matt Maher.
Okay. Now, Stephen McWhirter is a worship leader, songwriter, and recording artist from Louisville, Kentucky, whose life is radically transformed. He battled with addiction and years living in darkness until a powerful encounter with our God led him to worship and ministry. His song carries the weight of that journey, songs of redemption, of being found. Matt Maher is a Canadian-born singer, songwriter, and worship leader whose music spans decades and different genres. Now, he's not even from here. He's originally from Newfoundland. And and lived in Arizona, studied jazz, but ultimately found his calling leading churches and writing songs that have become modern anthems of faith. Together they wrote Founded in Jesus, a song that feels like both a testimony and a celebration. Yes, in our Lord, it's definitely something worth celebrating. It's about that moment when you stop chasing what's missing and realize you already found it in him. Here it is, Founded in Jesus.
Strength for my weakness, peace for my worry, rest when I'm weary, help when I'm hurting, grace for my pride to humbly receive all you have for me, the fullness of life, the faith to believe, found it in Jesus, the greatest of love, the hope we all need, found it in Jesus. I searched the world, both high and low, running on empty, and I didn't know all I was looking for, found it in Jesus. It's not by my power, but in yours I trust. A shield and a tower for all those I love. In every season, from famine to feast, you give everything. The fullness of life, the faith to believe, I found it in Jesus. The greatest of love, the hope we all need, I found it in Jesus. I searched the world, both high and low, running on empty, and I didn't know all I was looking for, I found it in Jesus. Beyond the veil to life everlasting, be thou my vision when I cannot see. You are already seated in glory. You get everything. Fullness of life, the faith to believe, I found it in Jesus. The greatest of love, the hope
Yes, that was Stephen McWhirter and Matt Moore. Founded in Jesus. You know, that really puts everything into perspective. What do you think, Steve?
I thought it was great. I mean, I see why there's a piano in all these churches now. I mean, a lot of these songs, these praise breaks we've been doing, a lot of them have pianos. And I'm just, see it. Now, interesting enough, Matt Maher, I did a little bit of research on him because I didn't know about him. Actually, I didn't know about really these people. But he's like a grandmaster Steinway pianist.
Really?
Which is like, Steinway's like, I guess like the top cream of the crop of pianos, and he's like a grandmaster on that. So that's, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Glad those guys were able to be on the program, along with Jessie as well. Jessie has a nice solo at the end of her song. If anybody wants to go and check it out, it's really nice. So, yeah. All right, man. So we are back. We're going to get ready to transition to Ali Encore because we got some clips. But let's just kind of go through a quick, I guess, revisit of what we learned here so far. Number one, scams are everywhere, even the church, and they're digital, and they're cyber. They're going to try and get your money, okay? They're going to do it by texting, emailing, whatever they can do. You got to be alert. You got to be vigilant. Like you said, Shawn, if things come, try and talk to them or validate it. Don't just converse through text only because you'll get got that way. So, Terminator. Say what?
Don't be clicking on stuff.
Don't be clicking on stuff. Yeah, look before you click.
I know that's right.
You can go home and start. You can go ahead and start our transition music to Ali Encore. And coming up, we got some clips that are going to be shown from around the nation. Some from California, Pennsylvania, and Indiana. And as we continue this, always be alert. You know that verse in the Bible about wolf in sheep's clothing? I think it's
absolutely.
I think it's in James. But my thing is, the wolves are still in sheep's clothing, but now they have Wi-Fi. Right. Ali Encore, coming right up. All right, Ali Encore, we're back, and want to give you guys and, of course, the viewers some news. All right, so the last episode of The Gospel According to AI, we're trying to get some activity on the podcast platforms.
Yes.
We do have some activity on the podcast platforms. We are on Apple, Amazon, iHeart. So if people are on those platforms for podcasts, a lot of P's. Search for Tech Disciples. You should find us. We're going to be getting the other episodes up there as well. But we got to start slow. So we got one episode up right now. Others are soon to follow. So I think that's some cool news.
It really is.
All right, Ali Encore. Here we go, man. So, this is my favorite part, Ali Encore. We get to interact and we get to see what other people have been experiencing when it comes to, in this episode, scams. So we got some clips. Okay? That's my favorite. Got some clips.
Some footage.
Some footage. We're going to go through like we normally do. We'll go through each of them. We'll have our reflection. And let's see what we got for our first one.
Local churches in Santa Barbara County seem to be targets of a recent scam.
KSBY's Megan Healy spoke to members of these churches in Lompoc to find out how they're being targeted.
Some people at the Queen of Angels Church in Lompoc say they got a text message from someone claiming to be their pastor. Now, this mysterious sender asks for $500 in Google Play gift cards, but the pastor at this church says it's all a scam.
Gift card of $500 for a friend.
Marlon Panther is a member of the Queen of Angels Church in Lompoc. He says he got a text Monday morning from someone claiming to be his pastor. The sender asks for a $500 Google Play gift card for a friend battling cancer.
Doing it by text, that's the scary part. looks legitimate and they're using the right words, but it isn't legitimate.
The scammer then asks them to scratch off the back of the card and take a photo of the pin. Panther almost fell for it.
Picked up the number, sure enough, it's a scam number.
The real Father Joy Lawrence Santos says he would never ask for something like that, and he doesn't know how phone numbers got leaked.
Trying to figure out how they were able to get the numbers, telephone numbers of our parishioners. And then so claiming, of course, that I am the one who is texting them.
Father Lawrence says nearly 10 members of the church got the text. Many thought it was fishy.
Well, I was celebrating the Mass that morning, and yet I was supposed to be texting her. So it was strange for her, so she realized it was not me.
It's scary to think that the information that we thought was secure here is out there where other people can get a hold of it.
Once Panther realized it was a scam, he replied with this.
I'm ashamed of you trying to scam us out of money. If you give me your name, I'll pray for you.
It seems that other churches locally are experiencing a similar scam now. Panther tells me some of his friends at La Purisma Mission also were targeted.
If you give me your name, I'll pray for you. But I mean,
yeah, I'll pray for you. Then I'll go to the cops.
Well, I mean, but you kind of have to feel for the guy, right? I mean, that's all he can do. I mean, gentleman is fine, but it's no secret that he's older, right? And that's who they targeted.
Yes.
Right? And he's like, oh, what can I do? All I can do is pray for you. What else can you do, though? The other thing was that you hit the nail. You said, was that $500 of a gift card?
Yes.
$500 on a gift card. But did you follow the article? It says he almost fell for it.
Yeah.
Now, who knows? Maybe he had somebody in his family who had cancer. Maybe he has cancer. Again, you're playing on emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So gift card, not real cash. Somebody's texting me. That all comes together, man. It all comes together. I feel bad, but these are what people have to worry. And then the preacher there, or the preacher there, he's like, yeah, how am I texting these people? They said they didn't know how the scammers got the phone numbers. Do you have any idea how they got the numbers?
I have no clue.
Terminator, do you have any idea? No idea. Okay. So my best guess is they just Googling people. They went to the website, they saw the preachers there, whatever. They just picking people, random, and then just texting or Googling them or Facebooking them, whatever they can do. Mm-hmm. Information's out there. So
it really is.
Like the guy said, it's scary, but this is the reality that we are in. All right, our next clip comes from Pennsylvania, and let's see what's going on here.
Despite consumer warnings, people continue to be victims of email and text scams.
Awareness is growing, but scammers are becoming more aggressive and creative. CBS 4's Rafael Sanchez reports he almost got conned because he was rushing to help his pastor.
And I was in a retreat, and all of a sudden about 1 o'clock, my phone just started blowing up, and I saw people saying, hey, did you send me a text?
The initial text said, urgently need a favor from you. Kindly text me as soon as you receive this message.
If your pastor contacts you and says, hey, I need help, most people in a congregation are going to respond to that.
I received the text while I was at work, and I was busy.
Coming up next on the news at 4.
And I did exactly what the crooks wanted me to do. I was so busy, I overlooked that the caller ID had no picture and that the phone number was way off.
No, that was not me.
During a commercial break, while working on the 4 o'clock news, I texted back the person I thought was the pastor. The response was littered with red flags. The con, posing as the pastor, said she would have called if not for a meeting, but she needed gift cards for refugees and hoped that I would run that errand. Anytime a stranger requests gift cards, you are going to lose money in a scam. The con wanted 3 cards, either Apple or Target cards, each worth $200, totaling $600. An attempt to prey on the faithful that did not work out this time. One could say prayers were answered.
Prayers were answered that time.
Wow.
One of the things I find interesting about that clip is when the gentleman was talking, he had the option of Apple or Target gift cards. You would think if you're getting a gift card, it's going to be for a specific thing, like, you know, a restaurant or something like that. But, oh, no, you can do Apple. Oh, yeah, or you can do Target.
Well,
how do you, I mean.
Yeah, the thing that stands out to me about that is neither one of those are food related.
Well, those aren't food related.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, if you're talking about the most obvious thing, what we're doing at Thanksgiving, what? Food drive at our church, at Southside Church of Christ.
That's true. Yeah, they'll play on, I guess, the seasonal card for that time of the year. But I think that was like refugees or something like that. Like, what does a refugee need Apple gift cards for?
Exactly.
So those are the things you have to kind of think about. Like, this is a refugee, Apple gift cards. You got to make that call because it's real right now with these. I mean, I'm just so. Yeah, man, they're clever. They're also getting, like the anchor said, they're getting more creative. They're getting more creative. Like I could see some fraudster trying to get you and going to your Facebook, going to whatever you like, your social media, seeing what you like, and then going to AI or some other chat thing and putting in, you know, this person likes this, and literally asking the AI, hey, what's a text message or email I can send this person as a scam to get them to fall and, you know, pay this money to me.
Exactly.
These articles that we're looking at right here, these are like, these aren't the worst ones. There's ones out there that are way worse, but this is where it starts. This is where it starts getting people individually, because then it just grows and grows from there, and they're gonna keep doing it. And then the worst part is once you got, and you're trying to contact a person back, nowhere to be found, numbers disconnected, and you realize it, the money's gone. You can't. There's no recourse.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you know, another thing with gift cards is, with like a bank card or something, they can probably trace that back if the amount's high enough.
Yes.
With gift cards, most of the time that they're capped at a certain limit. But once that money's spent, like there's no tracing that back.
Absolutely.
You have no like.
No recourse.
Yeah, no recourse at all with gift cards. So they're gift cards. They're just gift cards. Like, so I don't know, man. It's getting worse, but we gotta be alert.
Yeah, we have to do our due diligence. No two ways about it.
All right, man. All right, our last clip is going to come from Indiana, and let's see what happens here.
So initially, I was just kind of confused, and then the more it went along, I was just kind of shocked.
Pastor Ryan Weisel of Lewisberry United Methodist Church was used as bait by scammers trying to get a quick buck. Members of his congregation received this text, seemingly unharmful at first, until they responded.
Yeah, this is not right. A lot of this scam is really just playing on emotions.
Instead of church offerings and donation boxes, the fraudster wanted eBay gift cards, claiming to be for a woman battling cancer. They wanted $400 in total on those gift cards.
This type of situation is clearly not someone so much in need as much as they are just trying to take advantage of people. It's really upsetting in the sense that, you know, faith communities tend to be a big target for that.
Pastor Ryan says a scammer posing as him has happened several times in the past.
The phone number was definitely not mine. The area code was way off. They signed off with my name, but they put Reverend in front, which is not a title I would use, not a label I would put on myself. I simply go by pastor.
So definitely just make sure you look for the red flags, like the ones that he mentioned. Overall, they just kind of make you question whether or not it's real or not. Now, Pastor Ryan tells me he's not sure how the scammers got a hold of the numbers of members in his congregation.
Wow.
Yeah. This is real, man.
It's real.
This one here, I like to point out that the pastor here was younger. And I think he was kind of more, like the way he was speaking, he was more kind of, I mean, I won't say used to it, but I guess he was, what's the word I'm looking for?
He seemed to be more hip to the game.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Where the first pastor was like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he was, you could tell he was really, the first pastor was really caught off guard. And this one, was like, oh, wow, hold up,
But that's also a difference in age, right? From the first pastor's time, all this stuff wasn't out there. You had somebody coming to your church saying, hey, sign up. You had the guy with the watches. Hey, you want a nice watch?
For real.
And now you got, texting saying, hey, you got a gift card. It's the same scam. It's presented differently.
Absolutely.
It's just presented differently, and to people who are not alert or aware or are in the know of what's going on, it could be a real, devastating blow. So I know Terminator talked about it. You talked about it. I'm going to talk about it too. So I got one time with a text thing. This was a couple years ago, and it was for some golf thing that he's like, oh yeah, people are out on the golf course. You can get a lot of business. Give us your company and we'll print it out there. And something inside felt wrong, but I was like, oh well, I'm not a golfer. I don't know anything about golfing, but I know a lot of transactions happen on the golf course.
Absolutely.
So I went through it, and they said, okay, well, we're going to have our sales guy contact you back, right? I was like, okay. A guy did call me back. And, when you talk to somebody on the phone, just innately, you say, hey, how's it going, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I say, oh, how's it going? This guy proceeds to tell me, oh, I'm not doing too well. So, all right, well, why aren't you doing too well? Well, my sister's not doing too well. She's in her 3rd stage of chemo. And he was really detailed. I'm like, man, that's, he went on for like 3 minutes talking on the phone to a stranger to me, and I'm listening like a dummy.
It's okay.
Oh man. So we get through all that, and of course I'm like, all right, well now, this golf thing, tell me about it. Oh yeah, well we're just trying to raise money, and going to his whole spiel, and we ended the conversation. He said, okay, we're gonna contact you to do the payment. And it was by text. Everything was by text. They actually called me, but when it came time to actually pay, it was very strange. They said, the text came in and it said, whatever it is, and then the amount, reply yes to confirm. And that's all it was. And like the news anchor there, I was busy. I didn't want to spend too much time on it. I thought it was okay. The amount wasn't egregiously too much, but it was, it wasn't $2, but it wasn't like, $400. But still, it was, it was money.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
money
all right.
you worked hard for.
Huh?
Money you worked hard for.
I did work hard for it. I did work hard for it. And I was real mad. And I'm thinking, all right, maybe this is something new that they're doing I'm not aware of. And I just reply yes. And it wasn't a receipt, but it was something that came back to me that said, your transaction has been processed, and like a hard cutoff. I thought about it. I'm like, all right. So, weeks go by, months go by. I'm like, yo, what's going on with that? So I call the number back, and it's like, yeah, hello, can I help you? I'm looking for this guy I spoke to. Who? The guy I spoke, this guy's name I spoke to, who? And I said it again, and I brought up, the guy I spoke to about the golf thing, and then all of a sudden, yeah. I know who you're talking about now. Give me 1 second. I get transferred to somebody else entirely. And they're like, this guy's no longer with the company, but you're calling at a great time because we're having another promotion for a bowling incident. And I'm like, just a second. What's your name? Tells me his name. What's your last name? And he gets uncomfortable. I'm like, well, let's talk to me. I know this other guy's name. Why don't I know your name? Because now I'm upset because I got. Nobody likes getting got like that.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And I'm like, okay, well, what's going to happen now? And just run around stuff, very upset. He says the guy's gonna call me back. Nobody ever calls me back. And then just never heard anything from those people again. So even when you're in tech, right, you can get got. And it's just something about you gotta be alert. You gotta look at the signs, right? Texting only, no, you need to talk to somebody, which is what you said, especially if you're dealing with money. Mm-hmm. You got to talk to somebody. You got to make sure that they're real. Another thing that comes up a lot is the urgency when you get texts. Like, oh, you have to do it right now. If you don't do it right now, you're going to lose out, or this needs to be done. Don't let the urgency scare you. Terminator, on one of the videos, you want to say what you said when you got something in the mail or email?
So I was and still am currently getting emails saying payment failed. Your cloud storage, you're going to lose your cloud storage.
Yep.
Click here to update your payment method, that sort of thing.
Right. So all those types of things, whoever you get it from, always go to the source. So let's just say you got it from Google. Go to your Google account and go to like billing or go to whatever. Don't click on those emails that just say, click here. I know it's easy, I know it's convenient, but that's the problem. Whenever you sacrifice security for convenience, you can get got. So, like, I've got a couple.
Put yourself in a vulnerable position.
Oh yeah, definitely put yourself in a vulnerable position. I definitely got, I think, one of those cloud emails, expiring cloud emails or storage, but I didn't have that. I didn't have that vendor as a cloud person. And again, when you come back to the church, the church has a lot of a lot of technology. They have cloud storage. They may have things out here. You want the people who are in charge of that. You want to make sure that they're alert and they're aware of what's going on. Okay. Don't give access out to everybody, just to the people who need it. If people are on social media, just give those people who need access to social media that access and that access only. Don't open it up and turn it into a coloring book. So, all right, man, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Terminator, you can go ahead and start our theme. We've seen that faith and fraud don't mix, but they're here every day, online, in the church, out the church. I want to encourage all churches to do some sort of cyber awareness program. And that's it, man. So, Shawn, what's our next episode, Shawn?
Oh, man, the thing about it is I think we've had so many good topics that we need to highlight all of them and let them know that they're out there. Check them out.
Check them out. All right. Well, so we're gonna do a recap.
Yeah, basically
we're gonna do a recap.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a recap.
I went through all that to say we're gonna do a recap.
All right. So
of our episode.
Awesome. All right. Next episode will be a recap. Make sure you definitely tune in. You're not gonna want to miss it. For all those musicians out there, en français and en anglais, submit your music, events, we'll get you on the podcast. We'll give you a feature shout out. If you want to be a sponsor, please do all that at techdisciples.org. Make sure you subscribe and share and follow us at ePIOZ IT on all social platforms. Don't forget our podcast platforms, Apple, iHeartRadio, Amazon. Make sure you search Tech Disciples. And of course, for those who want to see our visuals and laugh at us laughing at each other, come to our YouTube channel, search Tech Disciples. With that, until the next time, I am Stephen D. Holder.
And I'm Shawn Alexander.
This is Terminator X.
Take us to credits, man. We're done.